In this video, I will show you netting nail art technique that does not require filing, how to use multicolor acrylic bead to create marble, and we will finish by creating mermaid nails. Coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. This is the gel set we need to deal with today, and I will start by taking them off. First, I will clip off the free edge and then I'm going to file off the rest. Since this is hard gel, this is the only way to remove it. By the way, on a couple of these nails, there is an encapsulated, unsuccessful attempt to do Aurora nails, so we ended up covering them with a reflective gel polish. Even though these nails are in a good condition and we could easily do a fill on them, since I'm going to do some inlay nail art, it is better to start from scratch. So I prep the nails, I fit the form, and let's get right to the application. Apply dehydrator, let dry, and then non-acid primer. I will be using acrylic, and I always start by creating a clear foundation. When you're using color acrylics, I always recommend you to put clear first. It depends on the product, it depends on the nails. With some clients you will not experience any problems even if you apply the color right away. But when you will be dealing with nails that are damaged, that really tend to lift from the product, it is much better to apply clear, not only on the free edge but also on the nail bed area. So basically nail is adhering only to the clear product, and then we're going to add some colors on top. I picked 3 colors in one bead. I decided to use these colors for this design. It will be mint, dark green, and purple. Doing marble from acrylic, in my opinion, is one of the most advanced techniques because you basically need to marble and blend the colors and to sculpt the nail at the same time. So I apply the bead near the cuticle and then slightly blend it and fade it, and at the same time I try to move the colors a little bit so we will have a beautiful marble look. Whenever you feel like there's not enough light color or there's not enough dark in some particular area of the nail, then you just take the additional bead. Since we have clear underneath, you do not need to worry about the consistency, and it's okay if you use the consistency that's a little bit wet than usual to do marbles, as long as you are not working on a naked nail.
Never really had a crush like this. Got me running circles for your kiss. So darling,
the product is definitely set underneath the clear that we started with, so I take off the form and pinch the nail, because at this point this nail is still a little bit thin, so it's so much easier to pinch it, and then only after pinching I'm going to encapsulate it. I'm pretty sure this trick will be useful for you if you're just getting started and have trouble with pinching the nails on time. Let's proceed to the next one. It's all the same: dehydrator, non-acid primer, and clear foundation. We're going to do it for all nails. Once you finish building this foundation, not only on the free edge but also on the nail bed area, you want to take a larger clear bead and place it where you would like to add the netting design. I decided that mine will go more from the right side, so that's why I'm adding more clear here. But I'm also fading and blending the rest of the product, so it will not just be like a thick spot on this area, but I also would like to get a wholesome sculptured nail. Dip the net in the clear powder, so that way it is not going to stick as much to the surface, and then simply press. I accidentally got too excited and pressed way too hard on the left side. You will see it in a moment. But for this kind of design, it's not that big of a problem. And then carefully release it, take it off, and then you need to decide which color you would like to use to fill these sections. And I really would like to go with the dark green color because I think it's gonna look pretty. dark green lines on the clear nail. So normally this technique is used when you do this pattern, then you apply the color on top, and then you file it on top to clean it. But this is how you can eliminate filing. You just take the brush and you basically wash off all the rest of the product. But you need to do it quickly, before the product sets. You apply it, you make sure it's all in between of these particles, and then you wash it off. The brush can be slightly wet, but not too wet with the monomer. And now we have the clean product on top that we not really need to clean with the filing. Then I pinch it again, I took off the form, and the rest of the nail I'm going to add marble design. So this is how we combine two kinds of design in one nail. If you've been following me for a while, you probably know that I hate filing. Seriously, I would do anything to eliminate this part from the surface. That's why I came up with this technique when you can simply wash off the product with a brush and will not need to do some extra filing. I mean, we will still need to file and shape the nails, of course, but there will be no extra filing on top. After finishing up with the marble, it is time to encapsulate the design, and we need to encapsulate mostly the free edge since the surface is uneven because of the netting design, and we can also add the apex, and I really prefer to encapsulate slightly the entire design. As I was applying marble, I was also working on the structure of the nail. So whenever you are doing design, one color nails, French style, always keep in mind that the structure of the nail should stay the same. Cuticle area should be thin, as well as the side walls, while the product in the middle, where we have apex, should be the thickest. I did color ombre on another two nails using the same colors, dark green, mint, and purple. Then it is time to do the filing. Usually I use hand file, but honestly, on this day I was so tired and I did so many nails, so I decided that this time I'm going to use an e-file. First, I take a look at the nails and see if there is some extra thickness that we need to remove. By the way, I'm using carbide bit with green abrasive mark. I just love this one for working with acrylic nails. And then I work around the cuticle. When doing this, it is so important to only touch the product because this carbide bit is quite harsh, so we're not supposed to touch the natural nail or the skin with it. Another common mistake that I see very often is when trying to shape acrylic nails like that. Some nail technicians tend to use a lower speed. But the problem is, if you're working at a really low speed, let's say 10 or 12,000 RPMs, it's almost not possible to file it even because it's so hard to control the beat. So my recommendation is to work faster, at least 15 to 25 RPMs. That's, by the way, the speed I'm using now. And in that case, you will not need to press too much on the nail. And the client will never feel any heat or heat spikes because we're not really pressing on the product too much. The flutes of the carbide bits are basically like a small knives. So if the bit is not dull, if it's a high quality, you do not really need to press a lot. You just set the speed and then you shape the nails. Even when I do the e-file shaping, I still use the hand file afterwards. Currently I'm using 150 grit to file the side walls. On some nails we will also need to file it on top and to shape the nails, just to be sure that the length is matching and the shape is also identical on each nail. This is what we have after filing and buffing, and now we need to seal it with the top coat, and that's not everything. We're going to do some more art. I definitely can see that some accessories are missing in this design for sure. I will need metallic C-style accessories, some rhinestones, and some colorful pearls. I think it's going to look a very mermaid, like an actual sea. To secure metallic accessories, I prefer using Bling on Gel by Accent. It's very thick, so whenever you apply it on the nail, it's not going to move anywhere, and you can easily feel the area of this metallic accessory underneath with this gel. Finally, I can use all these accessories. I've been waiting for this summer season for so long because I really love doing this kind of summer nail art when you can combine these starfish, shells, and pearls. They really look great for the mermaid themed nails. I am adding smaller size crystals in between these accessories to complete the look. After curing this Bling on Gel in LED, the last step to secure all this pretty design is to outline it with no wipe top coat and cure it again. Mermaid nail set is finished. Let me know what do you think. Did you enjoyed watching this video? If you did, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Goodbye.